Here we go. Match underway. Wigan, first touch of the ball, instantly looking for one of their big men in the middle in Nuisala, and look at that response from the Salford defence straight away. Matching them up front, pushing them backwards, and the Salford fans at that end that Wigan are defending are in roaring good mood at the moment. That's a knock-on. What a start, what a win for Salford's defensive attitude right from the beginning.
I was just about to say, I hope his game's as good as yesterday. Boy, it started well. 3 plays and there's mayhem. Salford line firing into this Wigan offence and getting a result.
Interestingly, Wigan tried to move the ball there. Not something you usually expect Wigan. You expect Nuisala to rip in. Murdoch-Masila attacked him with his defence, and what a start for Salford.
Move it, Salford, moving.
So when you move it, you're moving it away from the big man. They actually moved it back into the big man, didn't they?
Great contact from Ben Murdoch-Masila, and what a start to the game from him. Known for his prowess with the ball, Brian, but a great defensive start from the big man.
Belt if you're on him, for sure.
So here comes Salford. First attack of the afternoon for them. Junior Sam taking it in.
Hold.
New Zealand and Samoan international. Logan Tompkins going right to Lama Tarzan. Pushing hard. Salford less than 5 away. Tackles in the back here. Haraki goes out to this right-hand side now. Eccles joining in from fullback.
Goal 3.
10 yards out, that's all. Little dummy thrown. And a twist and a turn from Haraki. It's going to be held up still 5 away. And back it comes to the big fella. Murdoch-Masila, who makes mincemeat out of defences for fun, but Wigan have his match on this occasion. Last play, the defence comes out quickly. The ball's put in there, but Sam Tompkins, is able to pick it up, and Wigan will be very, very pleased with the end result of all of it.
Well defended Wigan. First test of the afternoon. Today's as much about holding your nerve or... heard the boys in the pre-match build-up talking about would Salford choke with their inexperience. I'd be disappointed if they did with people like Dobson and Carney and Vatavey's played in all of these big games. I think there are 4 or 5 internationals out there, but certainly the experience is on this Wigan side, John.
Yeah, without doubt, and I think actually Salford's recruitment has been the thing that's driving their success at the moment, and the reason they're in the Challenge Cup semi-final. So that volatility of performance shouldn't be there, but strange things happen in big games under sunny conditions like this.
Les Williams has got a step. McElaurin out of dummy half goes right, and Sutton puts it back, and Luluai dancing into a gap, and up into him is Josh Jones. They're getting away with it quickly here though. It's with Gelling. Gelling with a wonderful pass. Davis with an excellent finish. But I think James Shard is mindful to go to the video ref here. There's just a question of the elbow, I think, of Davis as he was plunging over. Let's hear from the video referee. Video referee is Ben Thaler.
Okay, right, so we're looking for the corner to make sure he stays in the field of play and he doesn't go into touch when he's grounding the ball. So the ball is passed then. He's in the field of play there. If you just pause it there, I don't need to see anymore. I'm happy that the foot is on the touchline, so therefore this is no try. So it's no try, it will be a scrum. Salford ball.
First bit of pressure under Vatavey there. He's had to come up with a big defensive decision. Ryan, Anthony Gelling's got the ball in one hand. Vatavey caught in no man's land a little bit, and it nearly cost the Salford side. It's a tough position for a winger to be in. That should have come in, should have helped, probably had to, but he had to stop the ball. Brian.
Absolutely, if he comes in there, Manu, he has to stop the ball, and give full credit to Anthony Gelling, because that's a superb centre play. He's attracted the big man and managed to get his arm free and offload the ball, and unfortunately,
he's dropped it. He's dropped
it's all on. It's very aggressive this game.
Vatavey has dropped the ball. He's getting high fives from his teammates.
He's bleeding for good measure. He's had a defensive scrutiny. He's dropped the ball here, and then he's got some claret around the face as well.
Well, the phrase rocks and diamonds has followed him throughout his career, hasn't it, Manu Vatavey?
All I'll say is the very, very big rocks and the very, very big diamonds.
Just on that try, by the way, that wasn't given, Tom Davis. Wigan actually scored an identical try to that against Leeds last week in the league, didn't they? Great centre play.
Gelling is genuinely a handful. You know, he's got great feet, good stepping, and he's big, so he gets his arm free the majority of the times and tries to find that offload or the play around another player, which is very, very difficult to defend. It's hard to be critical of Manu there, because I suppose the most criticism you put on him is that he didn't stop the ball.
Yeah, and Gelling, a big man with footwork and able to hold the ball like that, is always going to be a threat. And actually, instinctive centre play in the game is somewhat of a dying art, isn't it? When somebody can do that and can repeat that process, Callum Watkins, Mark Percival, Anthony Gelling there, it makes them a real asset in this game.
Okay, ball.
Tommy Levi to feed. McAlorum out of the back of the scrum. Here comes Williams. Gildart backs in, but he's dealt with. Less than 10 away. Isa now will take it on. And he's backing in. Occupying plenty of attention again. McAlorum, 3 to his left, but they're set up to his right. Williams to Luluai. Luluai to Tompkins out back. Gelling, and here's Davis! Forward pass. It's a forward pass. Called it early, the referee. Tom Davis might have been on a hat-trick. Well, instead he hasn't got any try to his name so far.
Well, Dave, they stripped them for numbers there. They created a super play, and might be a question mark on this Salford team today is not whether they'll score points. I think they will. It's whether they can handle this kind of play from Wigan.
Yeah, and there's a big job on the inside of the line there. Josh Jones's back row has got to do a huge job. He's got 2 or 3 attackers to take account of, and then he's got to go and help Michael Dobson and Junior Sau. That didn't happen, and it exposed Manu Vatavai and exposed Junior Sau. They had to be aggressive, and really that should be a try Wigan there if they execute.
Heads in, head in. Ball out.
So already plenty of drama. Here's Vatavai again. They were waiting for him. They knew he was coming, and 3 of them set themselves. But we'll see him again. Don't you worry about that. He'll be back for a little bit more. Here's Wellham. Chris Wellham has played in the Challenge Cup final. Chris Wellham for Hulkingston Rovers a couple of years ago. Not a cherished memory, that one.
Keep coming, Tom. Go 3.
Tompkins, Kopchak, the Welsh international.
Oh, Sean! Hold. Go.
Logan Tompkins, Carney to his right-hand side, and it's a pass out to Greg Johnson. He's searching for a bit of space back down the middle.
George! Hold. Hold.
They're on the last. So Carney's just happy to put the ball out of play. And put Wigan back inside their own 20 with the head and feet of the scrum.
An interesting thing for Salford is the combination between Michael Dobson and Carney. Robert Louis instinctively plays that second fiddle sort of role much better. Carney wants his hands on the ball. Dobson also wants his hands on the ball. So satisfying both their needs within this Salford game plan is going to be hugely important. And we see a couple of touches from Carney there, a couple of smart touches. He's instinctively that first receiver, and it's a challenge for him to play second fiddle.
Well, the one thing I would say about both those players, John, just to reinforce what you're saying to our viewers, is that they both kick the ball really, really well. And I think that's going to be vitally important today.
So it remains scoreless.
Hold. Go.
And yet, Wigan have been over the line a couple of times, and Salford have hammered away at the Wigan line. Not square at mark-up, penalty against Salford.
Logan Tompkins. Marker's not square.
Tommy Luluai can find touch.
You've got to recognise it yourself. I'm shouting as loud as I can. Okay.
There's Isa.
1. Move, Chris. 10 metres. Hold. Hold. Go.
This is McAlorum. Williams. Ryan Sutton. One of the very many Wigan-born players in their squad. McAlorum going out from dummy half again.
Move.
Gildart, 20 out. He's a stylish centre. He'll have a run.
Keep coming. Come on. Go. 4.
Salford defending back on their own line at the moment. O'Loughlin, Luluai, Dobson searched him out and found him. So they've 1 play left here at Wigan. O'Loughlin left to Williams. Williams carries it and passes away. They've got the numbers here, and Gildart is over. Oliver Gildart claims the first try of the afternoon. Wigan finally get over the line legitimately, and they have a 4-0 lead.
Well, this is a try for George Williams for me, even though Gildart hits the hole at the end he hits. I think Williams strips this Salford defence because I think they're expecting a kick. I think they're expecting to dribble this through, and he just runs at the line. Here you see the penalty early that gave Wigan the field position. Yeah, I have to say they look vigorous at the start of this game, John. They
do, yeah, and a great set there with the ball. Good ball set from Wigan, and they tested Salford. Ultimately, Salford were defending the last player. They were expecting a kick. The winger and the centre were tucked off the end of the defensive line, waiting for that kick behind. It never came, and as a result, Isa found space, Gildart found space, and it's a try for Wigan, and it represents a really solid start. After Salford's initial vigour in defence, Wigan have had the best of the opening exchanges here.
Well, this has been a little bit of a weak link in Wigan's armoury this year, their goal kicking. It's not been as good as it can be all the time, but commentators curse. Williams shows no problems in putting that over. There have been days when he's been absolutely spot on.
Because of the crowd, but you weren't square when you played it.
There have been days when it hasn't, but this is spot on, isn't it, this try?
It's hard to defend that. He looks as though he's going to run, he could kick, he could do anything.
I think in the end, Carney went to try and solve the problem on the carrier Williams and left Gildart with a bit of space.
Sutton.
Release! Go.
A little earlier in his career, Oliver Gildart actually went out on loan to Salford. It's part of his breakthrough into senior rugby league, and he looked a real star on the handful of games he played there. I think he might have scored his first senior try at Salford as well. Today he scores against them. Here's Isa.
Shot.
Murdoch Masilla ain't going to miss. Frank Paul, Nuasala. So they've nibbled their way inside the Salford half, but they're on the last. Across the line for Luluai to put it high. Guess who's the target? Vatsavai. I think he's just about hung on this time.
It's an effective kick plan. Hull did it yesterday to Tom Briscoe. Tom Briscoe's a running threat. Kick it in the air to him, catch him on the full, and then he take him out of the set completely. Manu Vatsavai is not going to carry here now.
So yeah. Thomas Luluai's thinking, I need to get this kick right, because if I give this guy a gallop and it's a shallow kick, well, I have to take all my equipment. I mean, in fact, I'll probably need a few of the crowd to come with me to stop him on the fly.
Like a snorting bull, isn't he, Manu Vatsavai, when he gets into his stride. Carney, pressured by McAlorum, still gets the kick away. It's caught safely enough by Joe Burgess.
Move Ben! Hold Logan. Hold!
Don't forget the red button forum after we finished here. And as we always remind you, hashtag BBCRL. There's the handle, and the big one, 26th of August. 2 o'clock on air for that Challenge Cup final. Here's Sam Tompkins making a break, looked on the inside. I think Davis was claiming he was being hampered, but the referee says play on, and Bateman does with terrific effect, almost finds his own way to the line, held up just short, but look at Wigan again here, putting the fear of life into Salford's defence. They hang on too long, and it's a penalty right in front of the sticks.
Well, I think they'll kick a goal, being position that it's in, but you'd be sorely tempted to play on here. I think they're rocking a little bit here, Salford.
They're punching holes in Salford's defence, but it's all too quick for Salford. It's not how they want to defend. They want to get numbers into a tackle and slow Wigan down. Michael McLaurin's having an influence in this game, and the dummy half runners for Wigan are having a real influence because the ruck's just way too quick. It's unorganised. See Weller Araki with his back turned. Sam Tompkins is all over that sort of stuff. And then we see John Bateman follow up, another dummy half run, Kopchak retreating, Lamatasi retreating. Meters and speed of play there from this Wigan side.
So George Williams with a new deal at Wigan just a couple of months ago, which will extend his stay at this club for a while, adds another 2, and they now lead to Wigan by 8 points to 0.
We're sometimes trying to make this game a little bit cleverer than it is there. John makes a really pertinent point. They're just winning the ruck at Wigan. They're hitting the ground, they're playing the ball very, very quickly, and what that means for our viewers is that the defence can't organise itself, and there are running opportunities in and around the ruck, and it means the half-backs are playing on the front foot.
Well, apart from that opening set of 6, I think most of the game has been played inside or close to the Salford half, hasn't it?
One, Craig, move, get square. Hold, hold, go.
And you can see the amount of possession that Wigan have had, and
Surrender!
where they've had it as well.
Go, 2.
Lachlan Williams gets it left to Burgess, who's on the gallop again.
Down, move. Go.
Salford needing to stem a flow that is inexorable at the moment. Williams again.
3.
Loses his shorts, but not his balance. Inside for Sam Tompkins. Kopchak's clutching at air, but then he's clutching at a rugby league ball. It was a gift, and Salford needed that gift.
They need to breathe, that's what they need. Struggling for breath here at Salford.
They need the first aiders out there with some oxygen.
Sam's running a little heavy at the moment.
It's a good carry from Johnson.
Move, 10 metres. Go.
Logan Tompkins to Dobson, and here comes Junior Sal.
There, Sean. Go.
Logan Tompkins. Carney. Johnson has to stand and wait for the ball to hit him in the chest. And he's put down just less than 40 away. Dobson. McAlorum, once he's sought you out, he's not going to let go. Carney with a juggle, does get a kick of sorts away, but it's taken on by Tom Davis. And the advancing Salford defence not quite doing the job as efficiently as they would have liked.
It's a little bit struffy, that set from Salford, but they haven't had the ball. They were gracious to get it, because Wigan gave them it with a break from Sam Tompkins, and Carney was spooked. Dobson was caught by a fabulous tackle from McAlorum, flying out of the line and stopping the kick play that he wanted.
Bateman. Carney can't keep hold. Look at Bateman go. There is an essence to Salford's body language at the moment that suggests immense fatigue. Williams to Bateman, and I think Bateman sensed that the second time he runs at Carney.
Oh, move Lava. He come in. Hold. Go.
McAlorum. Luluai with a punt. Isa with a chase. Evolds with a safety first collect and the concession of the drop goal, the dropout rather.
It's an exceptional 5 or 10 minutes here from Wigan. They've played with speed with the ball, they've hit the floor, played the ball quickly, loads of dummy half running, and then to build pressure with a kick like that on the end of a set, that can really bury another team in terms of energy. And energy is a commodity in rugby league that you can't get it back. Once you use this energy now to cling on and stay with Wigan, it's hard to get it back.
And Salford have spoken about the emotion of this occasion, the fact that they're in a semi-final. That as well burns energy at the start of a game, so they're in a bit of strife here, Salford. They need to roll their sleeves up and dig their way out of this with a great defensive set if they can.
Caught on the fall by Tom Davis.
One, move to that, hold.
Wigan with 6 busts and breaks so far. Finding a
Todd.
porous Salford defence at times.
Got 2.
McAlorum. Luluai. Williams with a quick pass. Isa steps away from Murdoch Masilla. There's no chasing. There's no point in chasing. Isa has already found his way over the line. Wigan's second try, and boy, are they already bossing this semi-final.
Well, I thought they were in trouble, and that's just reinforced that fact. I think that Wigan look sharp, they look incisive, the quality of their passing and their skills and play at the line, John, is the reason why they created that space, as well as a little bit of fatigue on the fringe there.
This is a classic try from Wigan, actually. They played really flat and square. They really test out the Salford edge and put tired defenders. Big Ben Murdoch Masilla's got a big decision to make on this play, and ultimately a fantastic piece of possession from Wigan that's led to points. But the hard work was done in the minutes leading up to this. Luluai's kick, followed by a strong chase from Isa and Burgess. Repeat set for Wigan. And a little bit of pressure changes things, but sustained pressure kills. A flat square pass off Williams to Willie Isa. A great line from him. He couldn't quite believe he was in as much space as he was. Got over for the try.
Carney's got in front of the line there as well, and he's trying to solve a problem that isn't there yet. And I just think the quality of skill and precision of passing from the Wigan side there, Luluai in particular, was exemplary.
Quiet when you come in, so if you get any crowd noise, and that's now
up a bit.
Williams with a kick, puts it wide this time. 12-0.
Discipline and game management is important for the Red Devils right now. They've been giving away penalties, and they need to make sure when they get to the end of the sets, they've got to get a good kick in.
Chris, keep working back on your 10.
Willie Isa, Wembley date, potential for him. He's already had one at Wembley date with his girlfriend. He's a Liverpool ladies professional footballer. They went down for an awards dinner a few months ago. He wants to go back for the real thing.
One, move, hold, hold. Surrender.
McAlorum.
Stand.
Frank Paul Nuisala runs around the back of the play, the ball to introduce himself to that side of Salford's defence. McAlorum at speed again, picks up from dummy half. Out comes Wellham to try and stem a little bit of the flow that's developing here for Wigan. O'Loughlin. 6 is the next. Where's it going? Luluai will guess where it's going. Up in the air, in the general direction of the beast, and here he is. Catches it cleanly, and that's where he's a bit of a handful.
Yeah,
They've done a job.
Kick was a little bit too deep, and as a result, the chase couldn't get there, and that's where we see how dangerous Brian mentioned Manu Vatuvei is. He can just poke his nose through and get the set started for Salford.
Dobson. Logan Tompkins. Here's Josh Jones.
You really got to hold your nerve for this Wigan aggressive defence, and he's going to get a penalty.
No
He's
penalty.
in the ruck, yeah. Didn't get out of the ruck, no Salah. They need this, Salford. Give them a chance to just recollect their thoughts and get into the game. Try and find a bit of field position here, which they will with the kick, but you genuinely got to hold your nerve with Wigan, because they're being pretty methodical at the moment.
Been a bit scratchy with the ball of Salford when they've had it, and when you're tired, you make poor decisions. This is an opportunity now to breathe. Let's get Salford, get some oxygen in the lungs, and get a really composed set of 6 against Wigan.
They need their reward here. Here comes Dobson. I think we need the referee to tell us that was dominant. I think it was pretty apparent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Vatuvei taking it in.
Not sure Dobson fancied that set play then.
Logan Tompkins back towards Dobson again. Carney gets involved. Murdoch Masilla, but Wigan ganging up on him. They know his threat.
Play the ball, play the ball.
Untidy, but back it comes. Dobson again. Twist and a turn. George Griffin on the field. Tompkins. Last play in the set. Salford desperate for something here, and they're going to try from dummy half. Well, maybe a little too telegraphed, a little too slow. Wigan's defence got down, and Wigan have it back on their own line.
Well, that will work, not against Wigan. I understand the fact that he's not used to passing the ball from there, but he should have gone. He should have found Dobson, and he should have found a better play, because that's poor.
In the clips before the game, we showed Salford burning really hard to their right-hand side, and Murdoch Masilla running over the third defender. Well, in this situation here, they tried it. McLaurin hit him, Isa hit him, 3 or 4 men hit him. Those players, you've got to catch teams having a bad day defensively, and Wigan certainly have got enough energy and intent to defend those players really well.
It's Sam Powell is also on the field for Wigan, now operating out of dummy half. Whipped across the line. Well, this is so far so good from Salford's defence, but here comes Gildar trying to gobble up a few extra yards. But not a bad set defensively from Salford, restricting Wigan here. Williams, though, finds a gap, has a change of mind. Luluai's kick is raking, and it might be aiming towards a 40-20, but the jagged bounce back for Vatuvei, and there you go. He'll have another go, and it takes 2 of them big fellas to finally stop him in his track.
John Bateman took his wardrobe with him then.
Oh my Lord.
Wardrobe in his back pocket.
Flopped on, penalty for Salford. And a bit of word out of place to the referee, so he says we'll move it another 10 yards downfield then.
I can't say anything. Keep your mouth shut.
A couple of penalties will just let Salford breathe now. Back into this game.
Line, guys.
It's 12-0 to Wigan, but this is an opportunity now for Salford to get a foothold in the game. It's 2-3, 3 penalties now for conceded by Salford, but certainly evening things up and look more energised and a bit more refreshed from just having the ball for a period of time.
One shot, move. Hold. Go.
Logan Tompkins going left. Here's Griffin. Again, George Griffin, the potential of being up against his brother Josh.
Sorry, mate.
These days playing with Hull, of course, starting that game yesterday.
Move, Sean. Back up. Come on. Hold. Go,
Logan Tompkins, Carney, Dobson, and a pass will pick out Josh Jones, who's almost finding a bustling route through those Wigan defenders. Gets another penalty. Again, the extra effort after the tackle was completed.
Wait.
So 6 tackles have a real go here. Salford.
Yeah, they've got field position now. I think this is where we'll see their prowess. They've got a bit of oxygen in their lungs as well with the last 2 penalties.
Murdoch Masilla's pouring the ground somewhere far wide right. Out it comes towards him. He's used as a dummy runner. They've got the numbers. Emeralds! And it's Greg Johnson on the right wing who will score in the corner. Gets Salford on the board and gets Salford motoring in this semi-final.
That is the power of Ben Murdoch Masilla. He's not been hugely effective with the ball. He's not had a lot of possession. But the lines he runs and how aggressive he runs at the third defender in on that Wigan line makes these kinds of plays very effective. The penalty here, which obviously the last 5 minutes or so, a few penalties have really allowed Salford to get back into this game.
Well, it's given them the energy, hasn't it, John? It's given them the energy to breathe at this end. This is where they're good. This is where they've been good all year, to be honest. Masilla attracting the defenders, and they stripped the Wigan numbers and a 3-on-2 on the edge.
Dobson did a great job on the inside of this. He went really hard into the line. It stopped the Wigan defence, and ultimately it was almost a two-man overlap by the end of it. But again, Masilla being that threat, it's a huge asset for Salford.
Time off.
So Michael Dobson, who himself spent a year at Wigan about 10, 11 years ago.
Can't hear you, mate. Can't hear you. Just wait till after the kick. Sorry.
Looking to narrow the gap to just 1 score. Difficult kick from the touchline. He looks to have measured that really well. He has measured it really well. 12 points to 6. And there are still 16 minutes and a half remaining.
Well, weight of numbers in the end. 3 penalties on the bounce, and here we see the skill of Dobson and Carney going at the line.
Let's work together.
Not an easy finish for Johnson, but the 3-on-2 they execute really well.
Just a bit of sustained pressure from Salford, and they've created an opportunity, and now they're back in this game. You know, they've had the worst of it. Energy they looked flat 10 minutes ago, but now 12-6, well and truly back in this Challenge Cup semi-final.
Time off.
Ball fell over.
When you're ready, John, you mate.
All that excitement, they'll have to do it again.
Okay. Time on.
Scooping it high, does Burgess. Look at the spin on that ball as it comes down, and that beat Evalds in the flight because of that spin.
Play on.
Well, they do get it back, and Johnson has a little bit of space in which to run here, and watch him go. Dobson's trying to get up with him. Tompkins makes a very good tackle, but Salford are off again here. Dobson collects. Josh Jones to his left. The 2 tackles have taken Salford less than 30 away from their opponent's line again. Jones, in, out, shaking them all about if he can. 20 metres away. Logan Tompkins, waiting for this play the ball, wants it smartly. Carney now, here's Murdoch Masilla. They stop him before he starts. Carney back to Dobson. Dobson's little kick to the in-goal area. Oh, I think they've got there. I think they've got there. Junior Sow, he's certain he got there. Tyrone McCarthy wasn't far away either. The referee will ask the question. They're going to ask the question, is this back-to-back tries? Let's hang on. Has he given a decision on the field what he thinks it is?
To me.
Well, let's hear from Ben Taylor.
So first of all, I need to check from the kick to make sure the players are onside first of all. We have a player who is in front of the kicker Now we have two players. We have a player to the right, and I think it's Lamatasu who's gone right through the line. We need to make sure he's 10 away. Right, he doesn't get involved in that. Right, can we just go back then now? I'm okay with the onside, offside. I've ruled that player is out of place, he's not interfering, so I need the grounding. And we can slow this down. So this point, the ball is in goal area. Coming back up. Nobody's touched it. Now it looks like we have a left hand there, but whose left hand is it? I've got to make sure if that right, whose hand is that ball? They need to make sure that that is actually a Salford hand and not the hand of Thomas Luluai. And is it actually grounded? Right, well there it actually looks like it is. That looks like, if we can just take it back, it's not Luluai's hand. That looks to be the Salford man's left hand. It's on the ball. If you keep going it down, it's on the ball there. Do we have another angle on this? So slowing it down. That there is a Salford man's hand, and on that evidence, I'm going to go with a try. So if we slow it down on there, that's going to be a try. And I'm going to stay on this. It's still a try. And there, you can see, that's a try. Yep. Cheers.
Well, we were talking in the build-up about Manovatavai. Could he make a difference? It's the other debutant, Tyrone McCarthy. Virtually his first touch as a Salford player. And he scores a huge try in this semi-final that in a moment or so could see Salford back level again. What a way to start, eh? There's a crowd pleaser for you. Dobson's got to keep his cool. The stadium is a fervour, and it's the Salford fans who are providing the enthusiasm at the moment. 12-12. What's he thinking at the moment?
A great piece of play, Tom Carney, out the back to Dobson. Great touch from Dobson, on play 4 I might add, which makes it a harder play to defend from Wigan. They're not expecting the kick, their defensive line comes up and is more aggressive. The Wigan fans are happy.
Great touch on the kick from Dobson. And great chase, they didn't give it up because the Wigan defenders didn't give it up. The play 4 probably gave them the advantage.
Well, he's already got quite a Challenge Cup story, hasn't he, Tyrone McCarthy? Played in the 2015 Challenge Cup final. When he lost, was a Hulkingston Rovers player, but the big story was back in 2009 when he played for Warrington. Only his third first-team appearance that day. And he picked up a winner's medal, but here he is. Very much a star in the cameo for Salford.
Well, it's another one of those game days. It's from the last kick-off that Johnson made the break, a spiralling kick-off. They didn't quite clean it up. Didn't have an organised defensive line then, Wigan, and Johnson was gone. Boom! A bit of an injury here on somebody, but great tackle from Sam Tompkins. So we're forgetting all these great bits of rugby league football that have been taking place before the special play we saw then.
The key to Salford getting back into this game is purely having the ball in hand. They're a much better side, as we see Lamatazi's knee get buckled by a Sam Powell chop, as we call it, the third man coming into the tackle to try and put the bigger men to the ground. Salford fans are happy with that. Lamatazi's holding his knee, but looks relatively innocuous. But Salford have got the ball back in hand, and that's been crucial for them. All year they've been exceptional with their execution with the ball in hand, and that's what they need. They need to keep this ball off Wigan as much as possible. Granted, it's been penalties.
Yeah, it's an element of ill-discipline from Wigan, you have to say. You know, they gobbed off, so they were talking to the referee, gave him an extra 10 metres, gave him a field position. Remember, before they got those penalties, Salford were blowing. You know, they were gassed. Their energy was gone, and Wigan were completely on top. Well, a couple of penalties just shows to show how it can change the flow of a game.
And energy comes and goes, and in these big games, you'll know, Brian, when you're playing in these big games, you've just got to find your energy from somewhere, and Salford have found that through ill discipline, through Wigan. And once you've got that energy, it's such a precious resource, you've got to keep hold of it and you've got to maintain it. And
I'll tell you what we do know. That Salford at that end of the field in that attacking 30 metres are pretty disciplined and pretty good. So you've got to keep them away from that, they might it.
The challenge is for Salford to defend and win the ruck against Wigan on the flip side of things.
Well, it's not looking good in terms of the rest of this semi-final for Lamatazi, is it? As he limps off. Referee is
just come here, guys. Captain, who was it then?
He's going to make a decision here. He's bringing the captains out, which suggests he's putting this on report.
We're going to put the incident on report, all right? Since it goes on report, it's tackle 3.
Nature of the injury, as you might have heard there. He's put it on report.
Guys. Play the ball.
And we get on with the game.
In the game, we've got to be careful attacking knees and they're going below the knee joint, and we've got to be on with that. And Lamatazi suffered as a result.
12-12.
Ball, move!
Wonderfully set up here now.
Hold!
Great start by Wigan.
40.
Fantastic response by Salford. It's a 40-20 attempt.
That's a kick.
And he's nailed it.
That's a kick.
Tom Carney nails it.
Here's your mark.
Suddenly his star is rising. Salford get the tap. 12 metres out. They're at this Wigan line again here. From being 12-0 up, Wigan haven't touched the ball. And they're in danger of conceding again here.
Move, come on, Sean. Hold.
Logan Tompkins is the dummy half. Here comes Griffin, George Griffin. Still, offloads, bounces at a Wigan player. Another set because it was played out, the referee decides.
Move! Hold!
McCarthy to his feet. Dobson inside, Vatuvai. Can't run without his legs. They've got hold of them. Tompkins to Dobson. Goal! Right, son, get that inside you, son. If I was Tony Clubb, get that inside you. Here's Murdoch Masilla. 5 away.
Hold. Go 3.
Wellen picks up. Carney, little grubber kick, chased by McCarthy. Luluai grabs it, but it'll be a drop out underneath the sticks.
They're good Salford here. They're being patient. They're finding short kicks. They know where the runners are coming. They've got some units out there as well. Sal and back to Ivagan, and they've got the other side to Masilla. He's having a crack at the line. That was desperate defence from Wigan.
Yeah, two great short kicks.
George, 10 metres.
Fantastic short kicks. It resulted in building some pressure, try and a repeat set. The 40-20 also from Tom Carney. Just a huge play, massive play in a big game. Picked it, kicked it. That's what Tom Carney's in the team for.
Dobson shields his eyes, catches it safely. Griffin.
Move, John! Go.
Tompkins just plough their way back, and they're having an effect here.
Hold.
Salford middles, as they call them these days. Krasnicki was the last one. Here comes Jones.
John. Come in. Go 3.
Dobson. Carney again. Look at the runners. Sala was a short pass.
Go 4.
Another little grubber kick. He's after it again. Oh! Tyrone McCarthy. Well, I don't think he's as confident this time.
4. We've got no try.
So
just check grounding, please.
Check it again. Here's Ben Taylor.
Okay, James. No problem. So from the kick, we need to make sure that the player is onside. So we pause it on the foot. Everybody is onside there, so I'm happy to play on from there. So it's just on the grounding. No try on field. So he's going, both going towards the ball. Definitely lost the ball. However, does Tompkins interfere with him? We'll just go back to this. They can run shoulder by shoulder. That's fine. Tompkins can't grab hold of him, and he's got contact with him beforehand. Can we have a look at that angle I had before, please, to make sure at this minute in time, looks like Tompkins may interfere with him first. Right, he can't grab hold of him. He cannot grab hold of him like that. Right, that's going to be no try, James, but it's going to be a penalty to Salford, and it's going to be a penalty to Salford 10 metres out. So it's no try for knock-on,
Well,
penalty on the 10.
Wait for this. So one side's not happy and the other side is, but then
Yeah, pull back.
when the referee does
It's
this,
gonna be a penalty for pull back.
it all changes the emotions. And
10 minutes.
Sam Tompkins is sin bin.
That's wrong.
What?
Wow!
What?
What a decision.
Tompkins is off for the next 10 minutes.
Wow, pulls him back without the ball.
Professional foul. That's the decision.
I thought that was harsh. Tompkins has to compete for the ball. It's a try-scoring opportunity, Challenge Cup semi-final. That's a natural part of the game, competing for the ball.
Absolutely.
That being said, once he's given it as a professional foul, he's tried to pull him back. He's kind of, I suppose, forced James Charles into that decision. But
If McCarthy catches that ball, he has to tackle him. So he's got to make that decision at some stage. You can't have a committee meeting out there. That's a harsh decision for me. Anyway, let's get on with the game.
Dobson puts it over. 14 points to 12. So in the last 7 minutes, Wigan haven't touched the ball. They've conceded 2 tries. They've lost the lead, and they've also lost to Tompkins.
it's not gone well, Dave.
It's not gone well.
They're in
it's
about
not been
7 minutes.
Mark, you come a bit short. You seem to be kicking off a bit short.
I'd like to see that at normal speed. I just don't know how you.
Yeah, I think it's disappointing.
Even a penalty, maybe. Yeah, there's an element of that he hasn't gone. But if he catches that ball, McCarthy, it doesn't ricochet off his hands.
Yeah.
It's got every right to grab hold of him and keep the ball locked to his body. And
It's done now, isn't it? Next job for Wigan, defend in a big defensive set they've got.
Edwards, referee reels it. It goes backwards.
Surrender! Stand!
Well, we know that Wigan will respond because we saw when they raced into that 12-0 lead what they are capable of. In fact, at that stage, it looked like it might be one of those semi-finals when one team dominates, but full credit to Salford's attitude and pedigree. And no lack of skill. Edwards in the line, Wellham. Caught high, penalty for Salford again.
Credit to Salford here.
Yeah,
They're really making Wigan be accountable with the defence. They're testing Wigan, they're moving the ball, they're really challenging Wigan to defend well. And this high tackle off Williams, which is just a grab, it's nothing aggressive about it at all. That came off the back of Salford moving the ball and challenging Wigan to do the right things defensively.
Got to get the ball. Okay.
Touch is on. Touch judge is on.
Time back on.
There's a solitary lesson in this for Wigan. Don't give Salford the ball for nothing. And they've given the ball too easily in the last, what will be 9 minutes now, Dave.
Okay.
To use a snooker analogy, it's like missing a red and then sitting back in the chair for the next 20 minutes while your opponent puts everything on the table, because Wigan just being starved of possession. 8-9 minutes now since they last had it. Here's Murdoch Masilla.
George! Go to
Tompkins. Carney. Oh, a duck by Griffin. Behind it goes to the man of the moment, Tyrone McCarthy. Give him the ball or kick it in his direction, anything can happen.
held! Release! 3, go.
Tompkins again. Carney misses out the man. There's the winger Johnson. Johnson's cutting back on the inside. Drops it away to Murdoch Masilla, whose response is simply to drop it.
Needed that.
Wigan get it back again.
It's Wigan's best player of the last 9 minutes there. They need some ball, especially with the man off the field. It's been all Salford this last 15 minutes. Full credit to Salford. They've been given a leg up and they've taken it. They've taken 2 legs.
Absolutely, yeah. They've maximised the damage they've caused to this Wigan side, and it's through being clinical with the ball, movement of the ball.
Look how that's changed around.
Yeah, that's incredible how the territory and and possession have completely flipped around in Salford's favour.
On the L call. Todd, touching distance. Loose forward, touching distance. Heads in, come on, Joel. Olsey, come on. Head in. Ball in. Help.
So Wigan will relish having the ball in their hands.
One, Josh,
A
move.
man down, of course.
Hold. Play the ball. Shoot. Move.
That's what the ball gives you, energy to defend like that. And look at this now from Salford. A bit of energy, get that into you. The subs are on the field, McCarthy, Krasniki, flying into this Wigan side now.
Go.
Joel Tompkins.
Ball, move.
The family's still well represented out there, 2/3 of them. His club. Story, Tony Club is playing again after having a kidney removed back in April. The wonders of modern science. Edwards collects. Good chase by Wigan and led by Bateman. He's a thoroughbred when it comes to attitude, isn't he? John Bateman.
To George! Incoming, Tony. Go.
They're going wide. Murdoch, Masilla, Wellham.
Down, move. Go.
Carney. Dobson.
Carney and Dobson have certainly got their act together. You know, with the ball in hand, they've started combining well, moving Wigan around, and a lot of the success that Salford had is through Dobson and Carney.
Edwards trying to create some space. Batuvai.
Luluai did a great job there, closing space down.
Said it before, pound for pound, he's got the hardest shoulder in rugby league, hasn't he, Tommy Luluai? There's the kick that is well taken.
Surrender!
A reminder that loads of talking points already in this game, but if you want your say, join us on the Red Button Forum when we've finished.
Hold.
And hashtag BBCRL is the way to get in touch on Twitter and other social media. And that final, 26th of August.
Move down!
Hull against whom? Penalty Wigan! Penalty Wigan! Balance slightly tilts their way now. Chance to put themselves inside their opponent's half.
Well, the direct influence on this game, aren't they? Penalties. I nearly said penalties then.
4.5 minutes remaining of the half. And we saw in yesterday's tie just how important scores before the break can be.
One, move, come on, Olsey.
How much of a lift it would give Wigan if they were to push themselves back ahead, especially given they're still only with those 12 men.
Two, move, Josh. Hold. Go two.
Powell. Luluai. Tortai.
Ben, move. Olsey. Hold. Go three.
It's Powell. Joel Tompkins.
Help! Release Logan. Hold. Go.
Still 2 or 3 tackles to come here. Luluai with a juggle and he just about kept a hold of it,
didn't he?
Stand. Hold.
So the last play.
Go.
Bateman. Powell. Williams quickly to him. Right-footed corkscrew kick taken by Johnson. Can he get out of the in-goal area? Well, he can't, but the Wigan chase was offside.
Joe Burgess, you're offside.
So the penalty goes Salford's way.
Offside.
I think the toucher must have called that. Burgess has got in front of Williams and made the defensive play. So it's Salford over here.
Yeah, guys.
Just those little things, isn't it? You know, I mean, if you call in the in-goal area, Wigan get the ball back and lay siege to that Salford line. Instead, it's Salford.
Big momentum changer.
Relative comfort of a tap. 35 from their own line. Says Chris Weller.
One, Tony, man, move. Hold, Tony. Hold. Go.
Tompkins. Krasniki.
Two. Move.
Albanian, who was brought up in Feltham. Also Krasniki. McCarthy to Dobson. Gelling had come out of the line. There was a route behind him. I think that might have been knocked down by Luluai. The referee says play on. And the referee says another 6 tackles.
Well, Gelling flew out of the line on the last play, Dave, and I thought, where's he going? He ends up getting the ball through look, but it spooked Dobson a little bit, and now's a penalty.
Too much wrestling going on from McCarthy after the tackle was complete. Two minutes.
Well, they've got time for a full set here if they want Wigan, so I don't think they'll kick for goal. And they considered it to take a minute off the clock with Sam Tompkins not being out there.
Here's Bateman. So 5 tackles from here. Wigan, are they poised to strike? One part of their armoury missing, with Tompkins on the sideline for the moment in the sin bin, but plenty more weapons out there. Williams could be pivotal. Oh, it's behind Williams. It's picked up instead by Willie Isa. 10 away. It's Powell. Luluai. Bateman. Steps off the right foot. Gets it back. It's a loose pass. And they've lost a bit of ground. But Club does well. Picking up and getting back into those Salford faces and almost dragging himself to the line. Whisked away by Powell. Williams can't keep a hold. Wellham can't keep a hold. Gildart kicks it on. And in the end, it is diffused. But it will be a dropout from underneath the sticks.
We'll get about 3 plays probably here. The Salford team. Clock's still rolling down. Might end up being 2 or 3 plays. But trying to let the clock run off Salford. They're happy with their half's work, defending their own line. Coach Watson down to give his words of wisdom.
Bit of experience there from Tyrone McCarthy, just having a word with the referee.
Yeah, no, they've both got a part to play in it, yeah?
To create as much time as possible for his teammates to get a bit of oxygen back in their lungs ahead of this next 38 seconds of defence. All things being equal. There's the kick. Tortai runs it back with real intention. This will be a test.
Go!
Powell. Joel Tompkins to Williams. Williams kicking early here. That's a great kick from Williams. And Evalds, like a goalkeeper, dives across and palms it out of play. And that might be it. Have they time to join the scrum here? Wigan want to stop the clock. Watching the replay here, the referee has stopped the clock.
1 play.
1 second to go.
A 1 play wonder here, Dave. A 1 play wonder.
On the line, guys! Line.
Have you got a scrum play, Sean Wayne, up your sleeve for moments like this?
My guess is they're going to go down the blind side here.
Wait. Heads in! Okay, stay on side, Todd.
But it's only a guess.
Oh, Todd, you're
They are going down the blind side. Williams again with a kick. Well played foot from Wellham. Just blocks it away. Out of play. Over on that far side. Well, what a first half. A curate's egg of the first half, that, wasn't it?
Stay on side!
One of those cling on to the edge of your seats semi-finals, potentially, this one. If you're attached emotionally to one or the other, this could be a very, very long 40 minutes because of the drama that could unfold. Who knows? Which way's it going? What about a day this man's having so far? Tyrone McCarthy, try-scorer on his debut in a Challenge Cup semi-final. Murdoch Masilla, he's going to cause problems throughout this second half as well.
Go.
Dobson. Side for Jones.
Oh, Jones, move! We are taking. Go.
Tompkins out of dummy half. Carney, who's sparkling. Robert Louis not being missed too much just at the moment.
5, Tony, move! Oh.
There's Nicky down on the 5th. And Dobson will kick on the 6th. Tompkins' first job since his arrival back is to catch it, which he has done, and a little bit of a flourished dummy, but it's not fooling Junior Sow, who makes the tackle.
Good kick chase from Salford, and Sow cleaning up Sam Tompkins' attempted dummy play.
Move, Ben! Hold. Go 2.
I think Salford have been good in this part of the field, both defensively and with the ball, so they'll be hoping to stay there. And with people like Dobson and Carney, they can provide certainly the kicking arsenal too. So it's up to Wigan to do what they did, try and win the ground, try and win some quick play of the ball so they can run out of dummy half.
There's Joel Tompkins. In there, in amongst the bodies, tackling him is little brother Logan, who rolls away. And on the 6th, we're going to moving it left here, not mindful to kick just yet. And Gildart will take it on, and the grubber and the chase. Evalds across, takes it well.
Great take.
That's a brave take, that from Evalds. Put his body on the line, a good little kick from Gildart. recognised it as a last, but brave turn.
Johnson did well there to get that ball out of the tackle as well.
Michael Dobson's taking some shots today, hasn't he?
He had Vatabai next to him.
Yeah, he's going to have to wear a crash out soon as Dobson. Oh, here he comes.
There's Manu. Unmissable, even without the headband around his head. Carney. Oh, Luluai. There's the shoulder. There's the shoulder.
There's your evidence, Dave.
Oh. And of course, if Wigan do get to the final, and it is, of course, going to be against Hull, there'll be stories written about Tommy Luluai and his dad James, who played when Wigan and Hull met in that classic cup final back in '85. Tommy was born a few months later, so we won't have too many memories of that.
Unbelievable sidestep, James Luluai in that final.
Incredible. That one was about 3.
There was, yeah.
Tompkins with a dummy, here he goes! Inside, Burgess puts the foot down, look at the pace, look at the pace, he's flying, and Evolds cannot catch him. Burgess touches down, but did he lose it at the last moment?
It looked like Evolds got a hand on the ball. It looked like he got a hand on the ball, and just as Brian was saying you can't catch him, he caught him. He caught him.
So video referee back again, Ben Thaler.
Okay, right, we've got a try on field, so we're looking at the grounding. At that point, Burgess still has the ball in his possession. He still has there, he's still got the ball in possession, yeah. Right, it does come out of his grasp. Now, is the ball in his hand when it touches the line? It's short, it comes out there. Now his finger's still on the ball. We have a call of a live on-field try. So it's short and the hand is on the ball. I need to push it forward. See, when the ball hits the line, his hand is still on the ball. Right, can I have a look at that side angle again, please? And take it slowly, frame by frame, to see, right, now the hand is on the ball is short, the hand is now off, and the ball's still short. Right, is that hand totally off the ball? I can't conclusively say that it is. I need sufficient evidence to prove that it's not when the ball hits the line. Can you drop that one back, please? Right, and slow again. Frame by frame, short. It keeps the ball going. It's not a double movement. Right, that hand's off the ball, I think. There's that. Do we have another angle on this, please? It's short. The hand, to me, I need sufficient evidence to prove the hand is off. At this moment in time, I've not got sufficient evidence to say the hand is off the ball. Same there. You could just do that one, Ken. See if that's any good. So see if this can help me out. Right, again, I can't see if the hand is off. I can't see. So that angle's no good. It's got to be that first angle on the side. It's got to be. Super zoom it in, please, if we could. We'd have super zoom. So if we can slow that side angle on, please, Ken, this one. So I need sufficient evidence to overrule. That's too fast. Right. So slow it down now. It's still in his hand, still in his hand, still in his hand. Right, if we do this one again, the hand, does the hand come off the ball? Slow it down now. That hand there is off. Right. I'm going to go no try. No try, James. The hand is off the ball on that shot there. No try. Screw.
No try. Burgess denied by that last desperate tackle from Evolds.
What a tackle.
Yeah.
What a chase.
Yeah.
But when Brian said nobody will catch him, do you know what? I completely agreed with him. I was nodding my head. But what a chase back from that level. Huge play.
Massive play in the context of the game, and to overrule the referee. The referee thought he was trying the linesman, so...
I know, but I can't do much about that. Heads in, stay on there. Okay, ball. Out.
There's Vatabai bringing it out.
Help! Release!
Salford surviving with that 2-point lead. Junior Sal.
Move, take a step. Hold.
Tompkins. Salford Hearts beating a little steadier, having survived that scare. Kresnicki.
Move, hold Sam. Hold. Go 3.
Griffin.
Joel, move. Hold. Go 4.
Just rolling it forward, and Jones looking for the offload, finding it. Griffin's there again. The big fella's doing a real job.
Joel, move. Go.
Providing the energy, the platform, and Dobson now will kick. And Tompkins will happy to see go out of play. So let's hear what was said in the changing rooms at half-time. Damien Johnson has got all the news.
Well, Sean Wayne, the Wigan coach, said his players have made a good start, but they let the opposition back in. We have to return to what we do well. Get back to the process was the message. We saw Ian Watson looking calm and methodical at half-time. His message was simple. More of the same, please.
When you're in possession,
so Wigan will get the ball back here.
Just you play it on the mark. Let me judge that.
Unless the law of rugby league averages is broken, they have the head and feet.
They've got a long way to go though, Dave. That's the method behind, methodology at least, behind Dobson's kick. Walk to a scrum, keep their energy levels high.
Out!
Reflects a good start from Wigan there, you know, to come out and create an opportunity, nearly taking it. Salford, Michael Dobson thinking, let's just calm this down, get the game into a more structured routine and settle the second half.
Logan. Go 2.
It's powered away to Tortai. Who takes it in, Tolima Tortai.
Move, Chris! Hold. Go 3.
Williams, Tompkins, here's Burgess. Thought he was on the score sheet, but denied.
Ball, Tom, move! Hold.
Gildo. He's going to have a go.
5, move! Keep
So they reach the last play.
Hold. Go.
Still 40 yards away. Again, they're going through hands. Luluai. Here's Joel Tompkins. This is Gelling. He's got the arm free. Gelling pops it back, but into the arms of Junior Sal. Gamble worth taking because Davis would have been close, but he wasn't quite there.
He was smart there, Sal, because he was done on the outside. Managed to keep himself going on the inside and expected that play from Gildart.
And you know, smart play from Wigan here, twice in the second half. Salford wingers have dropped off the end of the line to expect the kick, Vatavai and Johnson. And what they've done, Tompkins has stood up both times, spotted that, played to space, and they've created 2 opportunities and made 2 clean breaks off the back of it.
Move, Sean! Go, play on, play on.
Tompkins. Carney again. The welcoming arms of Franco Nuasale, ready for him.
Hold! Go.
Now Dobson,
give 10.
just look for distance here, but Wigan back 3 are in place and ready to return. And here comes Tom Davis.
1, move, Josh! Hold. Go.
Luluai. Tompkins. Frank Paul's taking his time, getting behind.
Release.
To
2.
play the ball here for Wigan.
Go.
A little bit of gas expended.
Okay now.
These opening exchanges. This is O'Loughlin.
Surrender! Stand! 3.
Powell. Luluai. Bateman again. Angling back towards the middle. Making them work to make him
Release
stop.
4, Josh. Go. Lineman no square.
Tortai. O'Loughlin tries to get the arms free, but they rush.
Hold.
And he has to take the tackle.
Hold.
So Wigan set here, right in the middle. Last play again. Williams jabs to the in-goal area. Has he waited that? Well, he has. And Evolds has got nowhere to go. Really good kick. Really good kick from George Williams. Putting that pressure on. Excellent. Excellent.
I was about to say we're into that arm wrestle process in this second half, aren't we? Who's going to kind of find a half break or a crack or a kick play that's going to build pressure? And this is Wigan's first go at it with this Salford having to back on their defence.
Great shot kick from Williams and a great chase. Great chase.
Sorry, John, I couldn't hear you then because of the thunderous roar. I didn't realise you were talking. But that was from the Salford fans, wasn't it?
Well, I said they want their side to defend. They want them to defend the line. And if anything, that Salford have looked vulnerable. It's when Wigan have had the ball for repeat sets and for an extended period of time. And that's the threat Salford face now. The Salford fans are cheering on their team to defend the line.
Wigan fans lifting their noise as well
Well,
in response to the potential that this next
Logan.
few tackles presents to their side. O'Loughlin.
2, Josh, move. Hold.
Powell.
Go. 2.
Going right. Bateman again.
There, Tyrone. Hold.
So great position here, Wigan. What can they make of this? Williams taking off.
Help! Release, Logan. 4. Go.
Now Powell. O'Loughlin. Capable of anything in the middle of the field. The big pass, the big surge, but he just drops it back, and now Bateman will take up the mantle. Frank Paul Nuwasala looking for anything that might provide him with a glimmer of opportunity. None found on tackle 5.
Go.
Here comes the last. Powell out to O'Loughlin, spins it out to Gildart. Gildart's being chased by Wellham, wants to get the ball away, and does! And it's knocked on. Knocked on, under the weight of pressure.
Wow, desperate defence from Salford, and great defence.
Running on the last again, Wigan really challenging Salford. Spoke about that tactic.
Play the ball there, just wait.
Gone for it again, and Gildart got the ball out in one hand and was looking for Burgess back on the inside. A great ball from O'Loughlin. Gildart faded out towards the sideline. I would have liked a closer look at that bounce backwards. There was every chance that was a try.
On me, Tyrone. Yo, come on.
Well, they'll have their complaints.
Cheers, mate. Okay, let's go. Yeah, time on. Move. 1. Go.
Logan Tompkins, Vatsavai, charging it forward.
2. Move T. Hold. Hold.
Wigan today, just as Leeds did yesterday, taking their part in a record equaling 47th Challenge Cup semi-final. 1998 since Salford appeared on a stage like this. 1976, the last time they won any silverware, when they won the league that year. But Salford have the edge at the moment, but a long way to go.
Move. 5.
1969, the last time Salford were in the final. 38, last time they won the cup.
Tyrone.
There's the kick.
Smart kick. Just dribble it and touch. Look, there's a lot of tired boys on the field at the moment. They're all walking down to this scrum. There's nobody in a particular rush to get this scrum pack down. I think both sides have had a great short kicking game. They've actually had some fantastic contributions from all the half-backs in that department, Brian.
Don't forget the red button for off. Hashtag BBCRL.
Okay, heads in, arms around.
I'm sure you're on it.
Arms around, Anthony. Ball in.
And Hull against one of these. Saturday the 26th of August. One of the best weekends of the year.
Well, Michael, move. Hold. Hold. Go.
Luluai's in a dummy half, going left. Gelling trying to make some progress.
2. Move. Hold the 10. Hold Logan. Go 2.
Anybody's at the moment. Anybody's at the moment. Here comes Tortai.
There, Tyrone, move. Go.
Powell. O'Loughlin. Stepping back in, well met by some punishing Salford shoulders. And in that contact, O'Loughlin has lost the ball. And Salford get the result. Head and feet at the scrum. They will get possession back again here.
Well, is that the shift they needed? Either team's been trying to establish field position here in relation to the kicking games and trying to get to the right parts of the field. Now they've got an opportunity in Wigan's half of Salford, probably for the first time in this second half.
Salford were lethal in this position. Once they got some field position, they got the ball in hand. Dobson and Carney come to life. They start moving Wigan around and really making them accountable to be great defensively. This is the opportunity Salford have been waiting for. And it's come off the back of 2 kicks, nothing kicks into touch. Just being content with building a bit of pressure and just allowing the steam to come out of the game. And this is Salford's opportunity.
Vatsavai with a big heavy carry in. Tompkins goes to Tarzi, who looks as though he played his last not that long ago. But he has lost the ball. Well, that didn't last long, and Wigan will get the ball back again.
2 bits of decent shoulder contact, both firstly on O'Loughlin and then Tau and Nuwasala underneath the ball, putting pressure on the ball carrier.
Just a little bit of drizzle out here as well, and can tell you now from
Get
playing with this
forward,
ball,
yeah,
it is greasy, it is slippery, and in contact now, you've got to be really careful with possession. We see games that are played in the wet, you know, obviously errors are increased, and great defenders, Luluai, Nuisala will be targeting that ball, looking to put the shoulder in to where the ball is, and it'll produce errors like that.
Great noise, wonderful semi-final experience this, just as it was yesterday.
Help! Release! Go one.
Davis.
2, move! Hold. Hold! Go.
Here's Gildart. Sorry, Bateman.
Move! Hold, Ben. Hold! Go. Play on.
It's the stride out
Steps
from
over him.
Sau to get that ball away. Here's Tortai again. Good offload by him. Pops it over the top to Willie. Isa quickly on to Gildart. Gildart with a pass away to Burgess. Trying to put the big see you later into the face of Greg Johnson, but the winger hung on. Wigan fans are furious that he hung on too long. Williams, O'Loughlin. Wellens chasing him. O'Loughlin has to go down.
5! Move, Chris, on me.
Last play.
Go.
Gildart again. Tompkins. Luluai. Familiar shift pattern here. Luluai puts it high. Batavai's underneath it. Lots of time again to catch it. Didn't have to get off the ground.
That was a good tackle in the end from Davis.
2.
Vigor here we're seeing from the Cherry and Whites in relation to trying to pin Salford in their own half. Here's Manu again. Danger here.
Wonderful sidestep.
Move, come on. Go, 3.
Logan Tompkins. Carney's going for a very ambitious 40-20 here. I don't think he's got enough on that. He hasn't. And Sam Tompkins can pull it in and run it back, and Carney's first man there to try and stop him in his tracks.
Well, Logan!
And it's the two brothers involved in the tackle, Logan and Sam. Here's Davis. Oh, he's brushed away. Junior Sau.
Oh, carry, strong carry.
Great carry.
Go.
Picked up by Gelling. He can make magic happen. Offloads. Powell. Dummies to Nuisala. Dragged to the ground by Murdoch Masilla.
Craggy on this right-hand side of here, Salford.
Williams has seen a gap. Williams has made the gap even bigger, and then he's lost the ball, but it was stripped away. Stripped away with more than one in the tackle. And Brian Noble is imploring Wigan to go for 2 here.
Well, it's their decision. I don't get any influence on it, but...
I thought you were pointing at the Jaffa cakes, Brian.
Oh, they're there. They're there somewhere. Don't worry.
They are going for 2. Element of panic in the commentary box as momentarily Brian Noble loses his Jaffa cakes.
They're in his top pocket.
I lost them to John Wilkin.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Williams.
It's a breathtaking game.
Well, it's a great semi-final, isn't it? We've had 2 fantastic semi-finals.
And the heart of it's that how competitive it is. Neither side willing to concede or give a yard, give an inch. And they're fighting tooth and nail for this, as you'd expect.
It is absolutely gladiatorial. Neither side wants to lose the opportunity for glory, and they're all square now as Williams puts it over. 14 points apiece, and we've still got 25 minutes to go. Can you bear it? Can you bear the tension of what's about to unfold?
Time off. Stay safe!
Doesn't matter what colours you're wearing, you are united in making noise at the moment inside this ground. Look at that for Tortai. Sam Tompkins now will take it on, up and beyond the 20 metres. Here comes Sam. He's got support on the inside, but he slips over with a tackle made.
Move!
Williams was steaming up on the inside. Gildart now.
Been good today, Sam Tompkins bring the ball.
Just going to say that. One of his best performances of the year. Looked threatening, got the ball in his hands when he's needed to.
Here's the wrecking ball, Frank Paul.
Down, move! Come on, back up. Hold. Hold. Good 3.
Foul out of dummy half. Tortai comes back again now.
Oh, Lama!
Couple of tackles to go.
Hold.
I think got hurt here.
Tortai's hurt.
Time off, tackles 4. Right. Good. Take your time. No rush.
What went on here? Tarty's shot.
Yeah, a little bit of contact with the head. Again, not much in it, but it certainly rattled Talima Tautai. And I'd say that's a fair head to rattle as well. Takes some trying.
Yeah. Okay.
Penalty?
Okay. I think if he's getting some noises in his ear, the referee might probably give a penalty because it was high, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was high. It's one of those in the run of the game, and for everybody else who hasn't seen the replay of that.
Contact on the head. That's a high tackle, the penalty. All right. It's going on report.
On report.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
On report. And he has given the penalty. Tortai has gone off the field.
What are you doing, man?
With a head injury, so he's got a 15-minute assessment. And Wigan are going for goal and looking to put their noses ahead here again.
Yeah, it didn't look much, but again, the benefit of having video technology at games. Lamatazi looked to put some aggressive contact on Talima Tautai, copped him high. It's a penalty, it's 2 points. And actually the influence of penalties in this game has been huge. The start of the game, Salford conceded. Wigan were in the ascendancy.
On the line, Logan, please. Cheers.
Wigan conceded, Salford were in the ascendancy, and Wigan now are scoring points off the back of small bits of ill-discipline.
How much pressure on this fella? Cup semi-final, 30 yards out, fairly central, rain falling. Oh, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. It remains all square at 14 apiece, but Wigan, all things being equal, should get the ball back here. It's a dropout on the 20-metre mark for Salford.
Stay onside!
Well, how big a moment might that prove to be? Earlier in the day, they were... Oh, Kopchak, caught that from Kopchak. Earlier in the day, they were predicting thunderstorms here today. Well, we've got the heavy rain now, and we've got a thunderstorm on the field.
Help! Release 2! Get square! Go!
Epic. O'Loughlin. Williams. Out to Burgess! Johnson. And on the slippery surface, Burgess is pushed out of play, and it's Salford who'll get the ball back again.
You just can't take your eyes off this kind of thing. There's something happening pretty much every play. You've talked about the thunderstorm that the weathermen didn't predict. Well, that's on the field. It's a fabulous game of rugby like this.
Just didn't feel like Burgess committed to that. He sort of had space on the outside. You feel he had Johnson covered for speed. He was probably reluctant with the conditions now to take him on the outside, but didn't commit either way. And as a result,
I think he was frightened of going into touch, and subsequently that stopped anything of any benefit. He should have either been vigorous and come back against the grain and into Johnson, or gone for the outside.
I think with the way Salford play as well right now, huge amount of territory for Wigan in the second half, but the way in which Salford play requires ball movement, and these conditions are not conducive to moving the ball, so they're going to have to be really clinical with how they play to challenge this Wigan side here.
Dobson, Kopchak.
2, move John! Hold.
Timely reminder that golden point, if required, will be used. Has to be settled today. Jones.
Third, Anthony, move! Hold. Go 3.
Dobson. Carney. Evalds. Just ahead of him is just a wall of cherry and white.
Release 4. Go.
Willem. Dobson. Tazi driving it again.
Yeah, hold. Hold.
Lamatazi to his feet and plays it. 6 play. Dobson's kick, not what he would have wanted at all. Not only is he put it dead, he's given Wigan a 7 tackle count here from the 20-metre line.
Well, the field's a little bit slippier, so you're going to have to adjust your kicking strategy accordingly, because it's going to skid on a little bit more, and I think that's what happened there for Dobson.
Hold.
First tackle's a 0 tackle, so the count of 6 starts from here.
Well moved, Craig. Hold your 10. Hold.
McAlorum back on the field in that general's role at dummy half.
2, move, come on.
He has a bit of attitude, doesn't he, for these late stages. Wigan carrying it deep inside Salford territory.
Go 3.
Luluai wants it, gets it. This is Williams, pops it over the top. Burgess is waiting for it. And Burgess with a kick back down the middle. McAlorum, what a wonderful take there is! Michael McAlorum off his bootlaces in the most difficult of conditions. What a take! He's not going to give it yet. Not going to give it yet. He's going to make us all wait.
Tackle 3. Going to try.
Thinks it's a try.
Checking onside, please.
I think the touch judge thought it was a try, but they need to be absolutely sure. So let's hear again from Ben Thaler, our video ref.
Okay, right, I need it. Pause on the foot if possible, please, to check that he's onside. Pause on that foot. Everybody in shot there is behind the line, so we can play that on. Play that on, please. Right. He was on. Let's go with this. Picked up. Fine.
What a try.
It sounded like a roar of thunder going around the stadium. What a try. What poise from the winger. But how about the ball handling skills of Michael McAlorum?
Well, that wouldn't go amiss in the third test down at the Oval. What a catch. That's what it was. What a pick-up.
Great
so
take.
the fabulous skill that we saw, the missed pass, the floated pass over the top by I think Sam Tompkins, and then the run from Burgess and the quality kick from Burgess complements. George Williams' kick there, but what a pick-up.
Yeah, it was Williams over the top, I think, Brian. Luluai to Williams. Williams picked it. He spotted Johnson being aggressive. Burgess got on the outside. Didn't get tackled in touch this time. Showed some patience. A right-footed dink back to the middle of the field. And do you know what? Michael McAlorum deserves that try because he recognised that ball might come back along the middle. Salford had the equal amount of players in the middle of the field. They didn't anticipate the ball coming back there. Great play, huge play from a champion and Michael McAlorum.
Move!
Well, it is absolutely hammering down now. It is whether to match the mood of the game. Dramatic and intense.
Move, get square! Hold!
How about the kick of Burgess at full pace?
Quality.
Move!
Like I said, you need to execute when the weather's like this, and we can really execute with the play there.
It's McAlorum testing the touchline. Eccles will collect. Great enthusiasm. Look who's up there. Michael McAlorum with a kick and then that chase as well. Wow. The winger, the hooker rather, is adding something. Here's the winger who's trying to add something. Manu Batabai.
Move!
Salford struggling to get behind the ball now, and that's just a crushing piece of play from Wigan. The Wigan fans in full voice now.
Go 3.
Out of dummy half by Krasnicki.
Ball, move! He come in. Go 4.
Here's Carney. Dobson and Jones pushing off 2 or 3, then getting it away to Carney, who finds Wellham. Wellham now makes some moves. Murdoch Masilla doesn't usually stop when a defender tries to tackle him. And the kick is taken on the full by Tompkins. And so it will be a tap back on the 20 again. 0 tackle back from the 20.
Johnson just needed to push up with Masilla. Masilla made the break. Johnson missed the kick. And as a result, good pressure then. Masilla tried to recreate Burgess' kick back to the middle, but with a slightly different result this time.
Wait, I'll see.
Red button as soon as we finished. Hashtag BBC RL to get in touch.
0.
And at the moment, it's Hull against Wigan in the Challenge Cup final, but that is only at the moment. 17 minutes to go.
Go.
Still twists and turns aplenty.
2, move, come on, back up. Hold. Go 2.
Tompkins. Willie Isa.
Move, keep coming. Hold. Go 3.
O'Loughlin. Frank Paul.
Ball, Weller! All the way. Go.
McAloran to Tompkins. Sam Tompkins, great footwork, great steps. And eventually he's going no further.
Come on. Go.
Tazi pulls him down. Here comes the sixth. Luloi again, up in the air behind Vatuvai this time. And he is in the in-goal area when he catches that. So there's a bonus for Salford. They get the tap back on the 20.
He's off now.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Move!
That's how you don't want to see him coming at you.
Okay.
I know it's a littler fella, the other winger, slightly different approach, but just as effective. Dobson's juggle, catches, knock on, came off Junior Sauer initially, I think.
Oh, on big games, the moments like that rest. Did Sau touch it?
I was only testing.
Yes, he did.
Salford had momentum there. They were just rolling Wigan nicely down the field. Can't but think the break by Masilla we've just seen, and Johnson not being on the end of the line, that's a big miss. You don't get many chances against Wigan in the last 15-20 minutes of a game. And in these conditions, that's a big miss. Disappointing error there from Junior Sau, but they're trying to play, they're trying to get back in and win this game.
Let's go, Tom. Come on. Ball in. Out.
McAloran.
One. Move.
It's been a while since we've had two semi-finals as noisy and as atmospheric as we've had this year.
Two.
It's brilliant.
Move on there.
Brilliant.
Hold.
Crowd, all four sets of supporters for this semi-final have made them better games because of their involvement as well.
Hold. Hold. Go three.
McAloran. Williams inside for O'Loughlin.
Ball. Craig, move. Come on.
Snarb there from Kopchak to make sure that O'Loughlin couldn't offload. Williams, familiar left foot step back towards the middle. And he wriggles and rides and almost gets through. One play to go here.
Hold. Go.
Wigan. Tompkins going for the drop goal! And he's got it, just as he did in the last round against Warrington. A one-pointer that might be priceless. 21-14 now.
Well, they've gone early, and it's a conscious decision. They've seen the weather conditions, which might play its part, the wet ball, the slippy conditions, the kicking. Still think Salford are a chance here. They've got two scores in him for sure. But you have to say the dominance in the second half and field position has been with Wigan.
Oh, it has 100%, and a smart piece of play from Tompkins. Stood quite shallow actually to put himself under a bit of pressure, and it was ugly, but it went over. Big challenge for Salford. It's a big challenge. Their season's been building for this, and it's a big moment in the context of their year.
One. Move, Lava. Hold. Hold.
Salford have to score twice. Wigan at the moment in the box seat.
Hold. Go. Third, Waller. Keep coming, Craig.
Up to the 30.
Hold. Go three.
McAloran. And now Gelling.
Ball. Michael, move. Come on. Go.
McAloran again.
Okay,
Frank Paul is in second, third, fourth gear very quickly.
Move. Go, Milkin.
Luloi on the last. Oh, Bateman has lost it. Bateman's lost it.
Turnover on the cross.
So a cheap handover, Salford get it back on the halfway line.
Running on the last, this is the only time it hasn't worked out for Wigan. You felt like Luloi just needed to pump the ball into the corner, a big kick chase. They tried to play wet conditions. Bateman wasn't expecting it, and an error there from Wigan that gives Salford just a little glimmer here, Brian.
One.
Absolutely.
Move. Come on.
They'll feel with 13 minutes left, they're well capable of two scores. Haven't been in this part of the field the whole of the second half, to my mind.
Carney and Dobson, this is where they need to come to life and really steer this side around.
Josh Jones, he's working well.
Third. Move. Play the ball. Ball free.
Carney, drop of the hips and the shoulder. Back he goes to that left-hand side. Looks as though he might kick it, and then Bateman grabs a hold. Takes all the decision-making out of the process. Dobson. Krasnicki. Desperate to keep it alive, can't do so.
Move.
Last is the next.
Wait. Go.
Carney away to Dobson. Dobson puts it high. Comes down with Vatuvai underneath it, knocked it backwards as he Junior Sauer can't get a hold. Wigan's pressure, good enough. Wigan get it back again.
Well,
play the
we
ball,
had
turnover.
a lot of examples yesterday of kick defence and how you can help the person that's going to try and catch the ball. Davis is an instance. I think you'll see 4, maybe 5 red shirts in the end, in and around the defending player. You see there 1, 2, 3, 4 against 2 black shirts, and that's why they cleaned it up. That's why they got the result, and Salford didn't.
2, move, keep coming. Hold, mate, hold. Go.
There's Tompkins, Bateman.
Release! 3. Play the ball. Very good. Hold, hold. Go 3.
Well, our coverage of the Challenge Cup this year began with rain-spattered lenses, didn't it? The likes of Siddle against Toronto. Those matches we streamed. Wonderful entertainment. And now we're here at the semi-final and we've got rain-spattered lenses again, and the drama is just as good. Johnson picks up close. Look at that Wigan chase. What about that for a chase?
Super chase.
Top kick as well. Michael McLaurin, right foot out of dummy half, back to the middle of the field, split Niall Evalds and Johnson. It's not a nice place to bring the ball back, especially in these conditions, and Wigan revel in these situations.
Wellham.
Move on the 10. Hold, go, good. 3.
Krasnicki.
4, move.
Needs something special here from Salford to get themselves back in it. Wigan know they just have to work hard.
There you go.
Hard work brings its own rewards.
Don't tap him on the head, mate. Don't tap him on the head.
Well, in the first half, it was a 40-20 kick from Todd Carney. I think they need something like that, because the carry from Griffin there and the shoulder contact in these weather conditions gives Wigan that really valuable field position. So they're just hoping for something, in my mind here, Salford, instead of playing for something.
Yeah, without doubt. They need one of their players who's touching the ball frequently to come up with something.
Staying tight.
Even if it's just a really solid set of 6, get them some field position, put a kick up where they can challenge for it. You know, those are the kinds of things, the small players that will get Salford back into this game. But they're looking around and probably looking for somebody to create something. But they'll get a chance.
Tompkins.
Surrender!
Still 10 minutes to play. That's an age in a semi-final. Gildart.
2, move, Todd. Keep coming. Hold.
Williams.
Hold.
15 out, back to Tompkins again, a little high.
3rd, move, come on.
Sutton.
Hold, hold.
Back to his feet. McIlaurin. Oh, it's gone backwards and behind. Burgess. No danger of them retaining possession, but they've lost a bit of ground there, and he has lost possession. Wellham picks it up. Salford do have it back. I think we're going to see a lot of that, aren't we? We're going to see a lot of that between now and the end of the game.
And that's the issue with the conditions now. Salford need to hurry up. They've also got to think about how they're controlling the ball in the rain. They've also got to think about how they can get to the other end of the field, and they've got to come up with 2 scores. Wigan needs to be careful and not rely on that mentality. We're a great defensive team, we can do anything. Because this Salford team are good offensively.
You see your leading tacklers of the day.
It shows you, doesn't it? The Salford guys, Tompkins, Tarzi, getting out into the high 30s, 40 tackles.
Was a big push here on the scrum.
You've come out. Both sides have come out. Both sides have come out.
It's a bit like watching Grandstand in 1978 there for a moment. Was it raining and a messy scrum? Winning against the head?
Because he stood up.
The work that Salford did at the start of this game, when Wigan were really controlling things, this is where it hurts.
Let's go, ball in.
When you need energy, you need to score points. And that little spell of 20 minutes where Wigan really took the juice out of Salford.
Mike, move!
Have its impact now.
2, move, hold.
9 minutes to go, just under. Johnson out of dummy half.
3rd, move, Sean. Hold. Go 3.
Carney's going for another of those 40-20s. Carney has got a 40-20.
We talked about
second of the game. A moment of magic. A moment of momentum change potentially.
Yeah.
And Luluai is off the field for the professional getting involved.
It's Gelling.
Was it Lewis Gill at Gelling?
Just wait, mate.
Salford wanted to take the attack quickly. Gelling
Wait. We are
threw the
back
ball
up.
away. Stopped him from doing it.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
There you go, there you go. Oh, and then Salford have dropped it.
Okay. Hey.
And then from the tap, Salford have dropped it.
Can't take this.
It's all happening, we can't keep up with it.
Well, what a kick from Carney.
Yeah, we missed that.
What a kick. That's just, you know, that you can't account for that. Coaches, you cannot account for that off the tap. It's just concentration, a bit of the weather.
All right, just speak to him.
Disappointing. A couple of errors from Lamatazi towards the second half.
We've got to play it down.
Really crucial.
Right, guys,
Got to decide.
Oh, Lamatazi. Ian Watson looking on, Martin Gleeson looking on. There's the Wigan chairman, Ian Lenigan, looking on. Nobody can sit still at the moment. Nobody can really enjoy this at the moment. We're going to get a stoppage here, but that is Wigan down to 12 now for the remainder of the game. Will they be involved on the 26th of August?
Stay on side, Mike.
Or can Salford find a way back, because he's out of the action now. Wigan down to 12.
Out.
They'll have had 20 minutes of the match with a man short in the final reckoning.
Release. Come here, back up.
Ball lost after the referee has shouted. Oh no, he's given knock on. I thought he was going to tell him to pick himself up and carry on. He's given the scrum, he's given him fee for Salford.
I don't know what to say. This is just
He's got a responsibility to hold on.
great game, dramatic game.
All right, I've not seen it. If it has,
Just a couple of errors from Wigan, just crept in. It's just gifted Salford possession. That and a great kick from Carney. Salford haven't taken any of these chances that Wigan have given them. You've got to take one. You've got to feel like this is the set.
Wait, mate, wait.
They're going down the left side here, Salford.
Just take a second, please. Control it.
Well, Wigan are just altering the numbers. Willie Ice is getting across there. So that option's suddenly not quite as attractive as it was, so they go right. Here's Wellham. We're going to have a number short in defence, one side or the other.
Paul, go.
Because they're missing a player. Murdoch Masilla. Four tackles to go. 7.5 minutes to go.
Go two.
Krasnicki out from dummy half. There was a bit of slip sliding from the defence. The ball was stolen away. It's another penalty for Salford.
Let go.
Well, I think they have to play on the odd. If they take the two, they've still got to try to score. I mean, they've got field position.
Yeah, keep going.
They are keeping going.
Smart piece of fullback play there from Sam Tompkins. He knew they were short on them because of the sin binning. He sent all of his players over to the right as a result. A great tackle as well.
Carney to Dobson. Dobson over the top. Jones has to come back. Wigan's defence scrambling across there. Now it's a question of hearts over minds. Driven in. Tyrone McCarthy.
Hold.
Lungs are bursting, legs are aching. But Wembley is up for grabs. Carney, little dummy show, O'Brien. He's been introduced to it. Carney's gone down and stayed down. Salford carry on, Wellham kicks it. They're pointing at Carney to say stop the game. And they have eventually stopped the game.
I think Salford are pleading for a penalty here.
100%. This is stay down. Hope for a video replay.
Well, he seems to be okay now.
I'm letting him assess him. All right. What are you doing? Is it going off?
It looked to be an accidental clash of heads, didn't it?
Got to go.
Anything in that? Do you?
No, it just looked worse because of the timing of it. Carney's obviously relaxed as he's passed. That being said, you can't do that, you know. But if we're going to penalise that, I'm a big believer that it should be penalised immediately, not retrospectively players staying down and it going to a video like this.
Unless you want me to put it on report.
Well, he's not penalised it.
Okay. Captains.
Carney's going off the field with a head test.
That's huge, isn't it?
Yep.
Carney leaving the field now at this time. 6 minutes left. Todd Carney, who's been arguably Salford's best player by some stretch, is now off the field.
We've got an injury, we're going to put the incident on report, we're not quite sure what's happening.
So on the balance of things, a smart piece of play by Willie Ice.
Well, I suggest that Carney had to go off, really. If he's lying on the ground after that, he has to go off for the head test. Question is, does he come back on again? 6 minutes to go. Oh, the tension, the nerves. That's a high shot that has given Wigan a penalty and a chance to clear their lines. Remember the mathematics of the situation. Salford still have to score twice in the 6 minutes that remain.
Loughlin's been big today. Just in the little things.
Last few minutes.
Anything sensational. Carried the ball in that too. He slipped up there. It's a bit harsh on him.
Let me referee the game. Sean, let's just keep the conversation between you and I, not everybody. All right.
You've got to love that bit of chat from Mickey McLaurin, coming close to the referee, saying, yeah, ref, you've sin-binned 2 of us, what about one of them? It didn't look like Lamatazi was going to leave the field, but it's a little insight into the small talk between the players and the referee, and probably more of the broadcastable elements of the conversations that might have gone on.
Move! Come on, back up. Go.
Here's Gildart running out of dummy half.
Move all the way.
We're going to just be looking for territory here, won't they?
Play the ball.
Just an efficient usage of this ball in the next 3 or 4 tackles. Get themselves downfield as far as possible.
Come in and hold.
Salford hoping to rock one free in a tackle. A big shoulder hit that might see the ball come clean.
Move. Hold.
Here's Gildart. Williams.
Bang! Move. Keep coming. Go.
6 tackle, O'Loughlin. Luluai. Vatavai's underneath this. The chase is on. And it was knocked forward. Knocked forward by a Wigan player in the air. So Salford get it back 10 from their own line.
Well, it's now or never for Salford. They've got to get the hurry up.
Time off.
They've got to find some plays. They've got to look for that hero.
Vatavai's contributions have been kept to relatively limited numbers, and again a smart kicking strategy from Thomas Luluai, who's been exceptional. Much of the spine of the Wigan team has been exceptional. McLaurin's work rate's been incredible. Williams has been a threat. There's a couple of guys as well who real experienced guys, O'Loughlin, Tompkins, who stood out. Some fantastic performances in this Wigan side.
Will be a penalty for Salford. Dangerous tackle.
Time's off.
Time up.
So Brian's touch finder is good.
Keep it, guys. Yeah, Sean, mate.
Well, we're almost at the this is it moment, aren't we? I think this might be it in terms of the set in which Salford have to score.
Go.
Getting close to it, if not quite now. Dobson. Oh, that's a poor pass! Wigan have it back! Wigan have it back! Their turn to rejoice.
Well, that's the game for me. 12 men or no.
George, move!
Salford just haven't taken the opportunities. They've had some field position, they've had some possession, they've come up with 3 errors with the ball, trying to score points in the second half, and that's not good enough. And Wigan have been clinical. They've not been great. Second half, they've been really solid, but a few standout performances, Brian, in this Wigan side.
Isa to Gildart. Gildart's dummy. Welham grabs a hold of him.
Hold.
Well, nobody will be writing Salford off just yet because they were relegated with 90 seconds of the season remaining last year. And they survived in a miraculous escape.
0.
To make Jamie a little more cheerful in our presentation box. So Salford know that they've got it in them. They've got it in them.
1. Move. Hold.
But just like that £1 million game last year, they had to score twice with time ticking away.
2. Move.
Surely they can't do it twice, can they?
Hold on.
It's out to Welham.
There's too much vigour in this Wigan defence and cover attitude and what's at stake and all of those things.
Dobson.
They're desperate here.
Baraki.
A
couple of tackles left in the set.
Hold.
Logan Tompkins to Dobson. Inside. Evalds.
Move. 5.
Last play. Last play. Dobson. Up in the air it goes. In comes Burgess. Burgess with a super catch in the circumstances. Terrific stuff. Level-headed.
Go on.
Well, he got every help from his teammates again. It's enabled him to. I'm not saying that's an easy catch. That's a difficult catch under pressure.
Well, you two have had the job of picking the man of the match here this afternoon. So quickly, who've you gone for?
Well, I think there's been some outstanding effort. O'Loughlin here we see again has been outstanding. Bateman's been outstanding. Williams is injecting himself at the right times. Luluwai's kicked well. But with a couple of incisive breaks, and we've seen here the bloke carrying the ball. I think it's his best game back since he's come back from his injury. I think it's Sam Tompkins.
So congratulations to Sam Tompkins, the Ladbrokes Challenge Cup man of the match. There's a kick. And here we go. 90 seconds to go.
Signifies actually Sam a great performance. He's been a threat with the ball, but he's had a tough year actually. He's had a really significant injury to his leg. He's come back into the Wigan side. It took a few weeks to get going, but today I think Sam's been the link that's helped move the ball when they've needed to. He's brought the ball back really efficiently, especially on those last plays when we've seen Wigan move the ball. Behind the scenes, Sam is organising all of that. Away from that, defensively, he's got his numbers right and organised this Wigan defensive line incredibly well. So great performance from him.
Vatsavai knocks it on. And head and feet goes to Wigan. And surely now the path to Wembley Way is going to be decorated in cherry and white as well as black and white. Wigan fans rejoicing. Even a miracle can't save Salford now, surely.
No penalties here. Heads in.
It's been an epic semi-final. It's moments of high controversy. It's moments of great skill. But memorable mostly for its moments of real determination. And Gildor will crown the win. He started it all off back in the 8th minute. He's finished it all off right at the death in the 80th minute. Gildor's try, Wigan's match. It's Wigan against Hull at Wembley in August.
You have to say on this second half showing they've deserved it. They've come out strong, they've controlled the field position and possession. Oliver Gildor icing on the cake there right at the death. What a super semi-final we've had again. Needed catching.
Well, celebrations, weary relief as much as anything because of what has been given to this game by both sides. Physical commitment has been terrific. Salford so close, but it's Wigan who reached the finishing line first.
Had a big game. George Williams himself was up there with Sam Tompkins for
The footnote to the game is a George Williams conversion, which takes the scoreline to 27 points to 14.